How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 32 of the Ultimate Ironman series. Now, since I've been working on 99 Slayer for quite some time, I would like to take a break from it before I start doing some God Wars Dungeon bosses. While I take a break, what I would like to do is I would like to work on some achievement diaries, because like I mentioned to you guys early on, one of my bigger goals is going to be to get myself a Trimmed Quest Cape. Now, to get the Trimmed Quest Cape, I'm going to need to get myself all of the achievement diaries completed, which will be pretty difficult, but then at the same time it should be pretty fun completing all those achievement diaries because I unlock a ton of really cool things. Now, I already have a Martinia completed all the way, and I've also have a bunch of different diaries already at least up to medium completed. The only one that I didn't start working on at all is going to be the wilderness one. Now, this is actually going to be very difficult for me to complete because currently with the current death mechanics right now, if I die, all of the untradeable items are kept on death, which means that even if I try to die to pretty much keep my items outside wilderness, I won't be able to do it because I always have untradeable items, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to be doing that, so we'll see about that later on. But for now, what I'm going to start working on is I'm going to look through diaries that are really close to being completed. I believe one of the closest one is going to be Karamja, so I already completed the easy task, so let's move on to the medium one. For the medium one, the last thing that I have to do is going to be exchange gems for a machete. Now, to do this, I believe I need to get some kind of a route that I get from doing the Tobu cleanup minigame. Now, this route can take quite some time to get, so let's hope it actually doesn't take too long. So let's begin working on this task. Now, if some of you guys remember, quite some time ago I've set myself a pretty interesting goal to try to beat the top 3 ranks on Crystal Math Labs in monthly experience gains. Since I got myself 99 attack strength and defense as well as Slayer, it's time to check this out. I have pretty low expectations for attack strength and defense since I was using Share to train, but for Slayer I have pretty good expectations because I'm pretty sure that I got at least top 5. So let's check this out. Let's start off with attack. Alright, so for attack I managed to get to rank 14, which is pretty bad, but it's expected, especially since I was using shared. If I was using just attack, I could have easily beat this at least top 3. Let's move on to defense. Alright, so for defense, it's a little bit better, but it's still pretty bad, top 12. Now for strength, I'm pretty sure this is going to be way much lower than this. Let's check this out. Yeah, for strength, I'm all the way at rank 30. Wow, that's terrible. But well, that's expected. Lastly, let's move on to Slayer. Now I'm going to give it a guess. I'm probably going to be rank 5. Alright, that's actually not too bad. Rank 4 for Slayer, and I was about 400k away from beating Yubari. That's actually not too bad, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy that I'm at least at top 5. Well, that didn't take too long. I managed to give myself the Gal Tuber already after about 5 minutes. That is just so lucky. Usually takes at least about like 2 to 3 hours to get it. Let's go get some more materials that I need to be able to exchange this for a machete, and that should be my last assignment that I have to do to complete the medium tasks. And there we go, guys. There's the medium task complete. Let's go claim our rewards. Now that I completed the Karamja medium diaries, I got myself Karamja gloves too, as well as I got myself a 5k XP lamp that I've just used up on Herbler. Also, I get myself some additional perks like 10% additional agility experience in the Brimhaven Agility Arena, as well as I get myself increased agility experience from the agility tickets cashed in. Next thing that I'd like to do is going to be to start working on the Karamja hard diaries. I already completed the majority of the hard tasks. The only things that are left to do are going to be easy tasks, so let's start working on that. There we go, guys. The Karamja hard diaries have now been completed. Let's go claim the rewards. Here we are, so let's claim those Karamja gloves 3. There we go, guys. So I got myself an XP reward lamp. As always, I'm going to be using that on Herbler. Also, let's see what the things that I've unlocked now. Let's check this out. This is going to be what I unlocked after completing the Karamja hard. So this first one is going to be pretty much useless. No one ever goes there because the rocks are really separated and it's best to just hop if you mine the gem rocks. Let's see. I also have unlimited teleportation to the underground portion of Shiloh Village Mine. This could be quite useful so I don't have to walk to the Shiloh Village. And I also get, let's see, so this store is going to buy items for 1.75 times the low alchemy value, so this is pretty much useless as well because I usually high alch my things, I don't sell them to the shop. Now to finish off Karamja Elite Diaries, I'm going to need to give myself a lot of really high skills. For example, Runecrafting is going to be one of the hardest things that I need to get. I believe I need to get level, let's see, 86, and then I can just boost and craft double nats with that. I can do 2 of these tasks. This is really easy, and this is going to be pretty difficult as well. I need to give myself at least level 82 Herbler to be able to do this with a boost. Now while I work on completing some other achievement diaries, I'm going to start planting all the seeds that I've been collecting from 99 Slayer. Right now I have about a bunch of herb seeds that I can use up. So for example, I have 212 Irit seeds, a bunch of 12 flesh seeds, a decent amount of corn seeds, a bunch of Amanto seeds, so this is going to give me a ton of herbs that I can use. And hopefully with all of these herbs, I might be able to get myself to level 80 Herbler, which would be pretty nice because if I do get that, I should probably be able to boost for a bunch of achievement diaries. Now while I work on using up my seeds, I've decided that the best thing that I can do right now instead of completing achievement diaries is going to be to start using up the pure essence that I've been saving up. Now the reason why I want to do this is because if I do start doing God Wars dungeon bosses, and if something happens and I manage to actually lose all my items, that's going to be really upsetting because I have a ton of pure essence that I can use up. 161k pure essence, which is going to be a lot of experience. That's going to give me at least a level like 82 runecrafting and up. So that's a lot of pure essence that I have to collect again if I manage to lose them, as well as I have a lot of seeds. So the best thing for me to do is going to be to first use up the majority of my supplies, and then after that I can start working on God Wars dungeon bosses. That way, I'll at least feel a bit safer. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get myself a runecrafting level. Level 69 runecrafting coming in. Let's see if I unlocked anything. Well, I get on to do some AFK woodcutting and I look and something's following me and I was like, definitely this is not going to be my pet. And I right click it and bam, I just got myself a first skilling pet. Now that is what I'm talking about, guys. The chances of getting these skilling pets is incredibly low. So this is really awesome. I can't believe that I already managed to give myself a second pet. The thing about this is you get things when you least expect them. Whenever you sit and you try to get something, you never get it. But whenever you least expect it, we always get different kind of things, and that is just awesome. So guys, I decided that I'm actually going to be ending the episode here. Sorry that I didn't really get too much progress done in this episode. I just focused on some achievement diaries. Did some runecrafting. Currently now I'm at level 72 runecrafting. So my goal is going to be to get to level 77. And then after that I can pretty much drop the remaining pure essence that I have, because I can start runecrafting blood runes that are chaos, and for that you don't really need any essence. Now let's see, I've mostly been focusing a lot towards the end of the episode on woodcutting, because I've just been super busy for the past month and I've been working a lot. And whenever I get home, to be honest, I don't really always feel like playing. But whenever I do, I just get on and do some AFK skilling like woodcutting. Well, currently right now I'm only focusing on woodcutting. I'm most likely going to be doing this to 99, not really sure to be honest yet. But whenever I get a little bit more time, I'm going to focus on finishing up runecrafting. That's going to be one of my biggest goals right now, because before I start doing some PVMing, I would really like to use up my pure essence, because it's one of the hardest things for me to get. And as soon as I use up all the pure essence and get level 77 runecrafting, then after that, we can switch it up and start doing God Wars dungeon bosses, a bunch of other things as well. So overall, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Like I said, there wasn't too much progress in it, but I wanted to update you guys as soon as possible because I haven't released an episode in so long, and I don't really want you guys to wait for months and months before I release it.